welcome back everyone to another episode of Chobra Plays Astral Chain.
Great, looks like it fits.
So last episode we took our time going around our HQ, which is our home base, kind of exploring what NPCs there are, who we can interact with, what's available.
That's your Legatus cradle.
And now we have some training coming up.
Regulations say to keep your Legatus stowed in that cradle when you're not out in the field. And here's your integrated reality imaging system, Iris. You'll forget how you ever cracked cases without it. All right, let's start with an easy one. Point your Iris at the computer terminal over there.
So Iris is going to be the, I guess, special vision system that a lot of games have employed in the past. I would say probably two that stand out to me in the past that have utilized this really well are Assassin's Creed when they first put it in, and then of course Batman, the Arkham series, which I do think revolutionized how a system like that could work really well in a game. Granted, the genre for the Batman Arkham series lends itself really well to something like that, but I am interested to see how Astral Chain utilizes Iris because A, you're supposed to be a cop in this universe, and of course we're working with this multi-dimension story, so there's a lot that we can work with here.
An easy one. Point your Iris at the computer
Yeah, it looks like we
terminal
can
over
scan
there.
pretty much most NPCs. It gives
Find
us
it okay?
kind of a quick bio information
All right,
about
now
them.
boot up the terminal
Almost
and
feels a
try
little
out a
bit,
training
reminds me a lot of
program.
Watch Dogs.
It's a self-guided
But for now,
routine,
it
so
looks
you
like
can
there's a
skip
lot of
over
info
anything
locked
you don't
behind,
think
so I
you
don't
need
know
to
if there's
cover.
a story reason for that or if it's just achievement based. But we'll see as we go on. So we're gonna boot up the training terminal here. I am gonna skip ahead a little bit just because I went through every single tutorial just to be sure. And it starts with like walking and running, so we're going to skip ahead to the ones that are specifically unique to this game that deal with the Legion. We did a couple where it tells you how to control the Legion. For those of you guys who are not familiar with the game, basically you can hold the shoulder button and the right stick, yeah, as you can see, moves the Legion around at will. And there are a couple special moves you can do, such as this chain bind where it stuns them. So while their attack animations are automatic, their positioning and chain utilization is up to you to control it manually while you're fighting. So there's a lot going on in battle. The chain counter, this is the first one where I start to consider if this is going to be something I can utilize a lot within fights, just because there's so much going on. The action does get pretty heavy, I think, in Astral Chain. I mean, it's a platinum game, right? So what do you expect? But even just in this tutorial, I thought I had it lined up, and it didn't really work out. So you do have to be pretty precise with your positioning, and the camera work's really going to be the toughest thing to get used to. But the chain skills, I think, are going to be crucial to combos as well, because your basic attack combos, you can't diversify them, right? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The police have requested neurons.
Oh, I accidentally skipped that.
I'll go on ahead.
Ended up skipping all of that. The point being, new mission coming up.
It figures we'd even get transferred to a new department together. It feels kind of weird to be saying this to my own brother, but, well, I gotta say, it's nice working with you. It's gonna take a while to get used to all this, but I'm sure we can show Dad that we're up to it. If we work hard, I know he'll come around in no time.
Yeah, it seems like Akira is really concerned with how our dad's taking us being transferred here. I don't know if there's more backstory between us and our dad, because even in the very opening cinematic, they make a big deal about our dad being the captain. So I don't know if maybe there's some backstory of our childhood that we'll find out more about later. But for now, we have a quest here. So it talked about the iris showing us red cases and blue cases before. So those are the major quests and the minor quests. So we can pick those up a little bit more easily, and hopefully we won't miss as many as we did in the first mission. So, we took our time going through all of HQ before, so we don't have to do too much exploring now. We just picked that blue case up from the medic, so we just have to deliver it to his friend. And you see it popping up on the minimap there. So, once you have cases started, it should be pretty easy to track, it looks like. Especially with the iris if you need to scan it, because it can scan through walls just to help locate where your next objective is. This again, huh? Nasty stuff. I guess it's a med. Alright, so okay. It almost feels like he probably gave us all of it, but those are not field items. They didn't have the exclamation mark, so those are mini meds that we can keep and use whenever we'd like throughout the game. So that's great.
You're late, newbie.
Newbie.
Now that everyone's here, let's begin. The police in Central City, in Zone 36, have requested our help with a case.
About an hour ago, an unusually large number of gates opened up along Grand Avenue.
A lot of gates means a lot of redshift. The local police are doing the best they can to handle the aberrations. But again, we're looking at way more gates than usual. To say they have their hands full is an understatement. Gates don't just appear like this without a Chimera around somewhere. Not in these numbers. There are only 5 people on the Ark who stand a chance against Chimeras, and they're all in this room. That's why the regular police need your help. Get out there, find the Chimera, and take it down.
I'll let the captain fill you in on the operational parameters.
Roger.
We don't know what this Chimera is capable of yet. You'll have your legions with you, but still, keep your guard up. But don't forget, we can't risk letting any of you go through the gate after it either. Do whatever you can on this side, okay?
That is all.
You're on. Move out.
Roger.
Alright, getting ready for the next mission. We did a quick time skip here because I had paused the game to go take care of something. We didn't miss anything. It jumps right to your character after the cinematic, and then I went through the menu just to double check some stuff before we go out. So we're looking at actually the orders right now, which are basically the challenges of this game. And I think this is where I'm going to figure out that you have to manually collect the rewards. They don't just appear in your inventory because you finished it. Yeah, there you go. And a lot of them seem like they're... I mean, you can see the rewards on the side. You know, there's the cosmetics, there's the meds, and then there's these other codes that I guess are the currency that we'll use later on to upgrade. There's a lot going on in this game, but it's not overly complex. I think it's actually, the complexity is perfect for a single player game where even the combat has a lot of depth to it, so it's not overwhelming, right? It's not like if you had a game with this type of combat and then it had, let's say, the skill tree of Path of Exile, I probably wouldn't play it. Like, I don't do very well anymore with games that seem a little overwhelming on the knowledge side, because I just don't have the time to keep up with that, to sit down and really learn it. But so far, this has been pretty straightforward, and it makes it pretty clear which ones you can kind of ignore, like the cosmetics. I'm like, okay, I might dabble in that later, but for now, if I want to skip over it, that's fine. We're just going to do a quick save before we move on into the actual mission. So it looks like the chapters of the files basically divide once you enter HQ after going out on the field. So I think that's going to be the pattern here. So technically, we've already started our next mission because we already got a couple of temporary items even around HQ. So this is, I guess, what you would call the preparation phase. And then we are going to go over to the heliport and take a chopper out of here, go out into the city. Let's get some work done. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you can actually run in this game.
All right, everyone's here. Let's get something straight. We don't know what the hell we're gonna find out there. Okay, first things first. We'll meet up with the police and get as much info as we can. If we happen to meet our mystery chimera, you leave it to me, Alicia, and Jin. Got it?
Roger.
Roger.
Hey, you two. I can't hear you.
Well, Jin already put us through the training, so I thought maybe we could...
No way. You two are to gather information. No heroics. Captain's orders. Is that clear?
But...
Hey, come on now. Maybe the captain is a teensy bit overprotective. But you're new. And if you bite off more than you can chew, we're all in trouble. It's the right call.
Roger, Captain.
Okay, great. All right, Neuron. Let's roll.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely some weird tension going on between Akira, our twin sister, wanting to prove herself, and then Max, our dad, and the captain of the squad being overprotective. I know, like, Alicia comes in and says that, hey, well, you guys are pretty new, you don't know what you're dealing with, which I guess is technically true, but there's definitely some passive aggression going on. So I think there's going to be some backstory we need to uncover here on, I guess, our origins. But for now, flying out into the city. Time to go find this chimera. I love that they have to, like, stylishly throw it onto their wrist.
All right, let's get to work. Listen up. We've got nothing to go on right now except that our perp is probably a chimera. If it is, we need to know as much as we can before we engage. Time to look for clues. You know what that means. Iris is on, people.
All right.
First,
Time to scan.
let's see if the security cameras caught anything useful. Check their hologram playback.
All right, there's still some tutorial going on here, so I guess this is technically our first real field mission. So we're going to be learning a little bit.
Information display.
But yeah, this is... And there's probably been other games in between that have utilized this kind of system. I just haven't played as many of them. But this is very reminiscent of the Arkham series for Batman, where you have to use basically your vision. Here it's your Iris UI to scan and gather information before moving on with the rest of the mission, so to speak. Obviously this one's more divided into chapters and files, but the overall notion being the same. Yeah, we still can't scan anything other than their basic name and eavesdropping and birth date. Oh, we can eavesdrop with our Legion. Let's do that. Oh, he can't jump. He also has a short leash, so I guess we do have to get a little bit close. Okay, get into the circle. You can do it.
I don't like it, man. I mean, who do they think they are, barging in on our scene like that?
Shh, keep your voice down. It's those guys, right? From the basement at HQ? No, what they call it? Neutron or something? Neuron, that's it.
Never heard of them. Whoever they are, they need to step off quick.
They're not happy that we're here.
There, coming around our scene, questioning us like we're regular civilians. What? Someone got dragged through the gates and by a giant shadowy hand? Who believed that nonsense?
Okay.
You're telling me. This is nuts. A whole lot of witnesses say they saw it, though. There's gotta be some explanation.
Yeah, so they can't see the Legion, right? Because the Legion are ex-Chimeras. So I guess our Legion can gather information for us like that. I'm just going through the controls here, so I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. But you also saw the police notes pop up on the side. So as we investigate, I think it just automatically records hints for us so that we can refer to it later. And so we got a little eavesdropping done. There's a couple other orange things here. I think what we're watching is, yeah, the bridge falling. That's the security tape, the hologram replaying itself. The Iris can't do much else, it looks like, though. It's just giving us information. I don't know what this is.
Information display.
We can't interact with it.
Shut down.
These people look like eyewitnesses. This officer just scanning. Not much to offer. And then I guess those people are outside of the mission area, so they're not going to be able to be scanned. They don't really offer anything. I mean, I feel like we don't really have much to go on. What else could we do? Okay, we can't go beyond into the parking garage. It's blocked off. What if we talk to these guys? Whisper, whisper, whisper. Oh, so passive aggressive. So much tension. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all part of the same police force, right? Okay, I don't know what the batteries are. I think the batteries are your continues, like your extra lives. Because I know it said that it decreases the number of batteries the harder the difficulty is.
Stay focused. Find us something. Anything. If something looks off to you, it might be a...
Okay, so obviously we haven't found
What
enough.
do you think? All this look, I gotta say, looks like you guys picked up.
Okay, apparently things look pretty bad. We wouldn't know.
Well,
This is our first time.
really brought that bridge down.
But they're not giving me anything new. They're not really sharing anything else. I wonder if I can scan anything else in this hologram. Wait, so no one else can see this replay either, I guess, right? Because this is only through our iris? Or no, maybe the irises are not part of the legatus, I don't think.
Really do all this?
I don't know. We have to be able to do something with this. There you go. It's a blatantly red and
Call
orange
that
thing.
red matter. Solid corruption. It's all around us, and thanks to the Legion, now you can see it.
Oh.
Your Legion can clean it up for you. Go on.
Okay, so this is the red matter cleanup percentage. We caught a glimpse of that in the earlier missions. Didn't really know what to make of it. Oh.
What do we have here? A handprint, huh? Damn big one, too.
It's huge.
Between the size and the red matter,
It's like a snow
I
angel.
think we can say this isn't a human handprint.
Oh, is that what gave it away? The size and
It's a
the
Chimera
red
we're
matter
after.
combined?
It's one with giant hands. Think you got enough clues yet? Come on back and let's talk 'em out.
Not really. We only have 2. But, okay.
Shut down.
Yeah, I figured we might be able to go through there, but not yet, I guess.
There you are. Looks like you've gathered plenty of information. Investigative ability is important, even for Neuron. So what can you tell me about the physical characteristics of the Chimera that caught you?
Giant
Right.
hands.
I know you saw that great big handprint.
Oh, so I
Why'd the
think
Chimera come here? Sightseeing?
our
Or do you have a better
missions,
guess?
our files are going to be divided into these phases,
Right.
right? The investigation
People don't just get
phase,
sucked into-
and then
So
I
that's
guess what we
everything
would
we
call the
know.
combat phase.
There's no doubt we're dealing with a Chimera here.
So that's why it's important to collect all
Chimera
these
with giant
notes,
hands
because we
shows
probably
up,
have to
wrecks the
answer
bridge,
correctly
grabs
to
the
move
civil-
on.
Lucky for us, Chimeras tend to leave behind tracks that
Iris,
rookies
shut down.
Finding those tracks is you remember the giant handprint you found?
Okay. So now we can basically make our Legion sniff out the tracks. S+, nice. I'm good at the investigation part. Not so much the combat yet. Okay, so we can activate our Legion to find tracks, and then we can keep on
Use your
chasing
Legion
down.
to look around that giant handprint. Something may turn up. You've got
nice.
the trail. Now follow it.
Check this out. The track splits in 2 directions. Could there be
Oh,
more
boy.
than one?
All right, looks like we'll have to split up. We'll take these. You and Akira follow the ones through the parking garage.
I thought we weren't supposed to go chasing chimeras, but whatever. We're not going to complain. Let's go. Akira, this is what you wanted, right? Wanted to go out and fight chimeras. So I think that we need our Legion to be out to be able to see the trail, so... And yeah, there's this like red matter stuff everywhere. It's really, I think, just more a matter of collectibles. Maybe it affects the currency we can use later, I don't know. There's a lot of things pop up when we collect it, but I don't really know what those icons mean yet. Lots of supply boxes, even on the harder difficulty, so I like that.
If we find that Chimera, let's take it out ourselves. That'll show Dad.
That'll show him. I mean, at the end of the day, he's our dad and our captain. Like, I don't think we need to be rebels just to prove a point. Oh, dead end. What? Really? Nothing? Nothing to scan here? Can't interact with that. Can't break through the wall. The crouching is through the gate I think we just came through. Oh. Oh, hey. It's a toilet. You gotta remember there's a toilet fairy back at HQ. Surprisingly clean scrap of tarp. You gotta... That's gross. That also sounds like it would hurt. But I guess we're gonna take that back to our good old toilet fairy. I guess they'll use whatever they can get their hands on. Alright, oh, the trail goes the other way. Oh, we can see it without our Legion. Okay. But I guess the Legion makes it stand out a little bit more. I think otherwise it's a little faint.
There if you crouch.
Oh, I love that they don't have accuracy that when you're about to find the toilet, because that's just an optional thing. It's more of a collectible. It's a small thing, but I kind of like it. Lots of red matter kind of randomly spread about. I don't think the red matter really points to a direction you're supposed to go. I think it's just everywhere. It's just a matter of you making sure that you scan every nook and cranny. Oh, there's a gate. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big roly boy. Okay, King Kong slash Ramus. Briarios. What an interesting name. Well, hello.
Chimera! Look at its hands! That's gotta be the one we're after.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys have no idea what they're in for. We gotta take it down before someone gets hurt.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gonna be easy. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have to bring my Legion back out. But... Wait, I thought I dodged. Didn't it slow down? What the heck? Maybe my dodging is not... Maybe it's not like a extended iframe once it activates.
What the hell is that thing?
Wait, how come they can see the Chimera? The corrosion levels are super high. Is that why they can see it? Hey, look!
Oh. Oh.
No time to lose.
We've got to do something about this.
Oh
now.
shoot, they've turned into the aberrations, the robot zombies. Really? As if we didn't have enough on our hands. Alright, King Kong, can you chill out? This game is super hectic. It doesn't feel like the colors are too much, but at the same time, it definitely doesn't help in terms of keeping my bearings straight. I lost my Legion as well. I think I have to recharge it. I don't know where my meter went. Jeez, the freaking shockwaves. Oh yeah, we can change to our pistols. There's our Legion back out. No, I just want to switch my weapon. The Nintendo Pro Controller, the D-pad, it has a lot of issues when you're trying to press one direction and ends up pressing the other. Ooh, look at that. That was a good dodge. That was not a good dodge. So I was trying to switch my weapon and it ended up pressing the side button for the police notes. And there's a chain bind. We talked about that during the training. It stuns like, I don't know, 2 seconds. Not bad. Try to get some crits on the backside. My Legion, I don't think can die. I'm assuming the meter probably goes down a lot quicker if they take a lot of damage. I'm also not dodging, but I don't really know. Other than the spin attack, I don't know how to... I'm like pressing all my buttons. See, I thought I dodged there too. But I guess we took it out. Akira probably took it out. Rank D. Platinum games are hard. What can I say? Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. The mission's not done yet, so we will be continuing the next episode. If you like what you saw, give me a like on this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.